Is your top half taller than my top half?
Yeah, your legs are longer than my legs.
Or just sit straight. Straight. Sit straight. Hey.
But then I'm still too tall, aren't I?
Hi. I can't hit your height. Why am I taller than you? But when I'm sat down, I'm shorter. Like I'm all like.
Find out in this weekly review.
What is up, guys? How are we all doing? Wonderful to see you again. So another week goes by and another weekly review, and we were thinking about what to talk about this week because a lot I say this all the time, a lot has happened. There's always stuff going on, there's always stuff happening, and it's either from a development of our business or it's about us as individuals. And I think something we haven't really talked about a lot recently is we talk about the videos that we're doing and this documentary and things like that, but we wanted to spend today to talk about stuff that we find challenging, in the hope that through doing that you understand it's okay to feel this way in yourself too. I think we get trapped where we feel like we shouldn't feel this way or we shouldn't talk about feeling a particular way because that makes us, I don't know, broken or weak or exactly.
It also means you have to sort of purposely go and hunt for pain and experience that pain to be able to break through it and fix it. So it is kind of, at first it can begin to feel a bit self-destructive, but when you start to get through it and you see the fruits of your seeds, then it starts to make sense as to why you had to do what you had to do.
Let's give a bit of an example for what the hell we're talking about. Me and Danny have been working together and spending a lot of time together over the last God knows how many months.
We're in each other's bloody pockets.
We're in each other's bloody pockets. And what's strange through that is even though we're not romantically in a relationship, we are technically in a relationship because we are living with each other all the time, we work together all the time, and whereas before Danny came into my life, I was very self-dependent to a degree, I'm not anymore. In fact, without Danny being there to validate my actions, I actually feel like nothing, and that's terrifying. It's this feeling where I don't feel like I've got a part of me when I'm alone, and I noticed this when I spent a couple of days, or sort of even yesterday, I spent most of it alone and Danny went out, and my head wanted to absolutely annihilate him for spending a day away. And I was in this battle last night where it was kind of like, well, I was so angry at him, but why? And I think we retaliate in so many, especially to people in relationships, whether it be strong friendships or actual relationships or marriages, we retaliate because when you have this anger towards this person, it's never about that person. See, one of the biggest things that we've learned is it's about you, and it's always about you. And the thing that triggers you, the thing that makes you angry, is usually a part of yourself that's being exposed and fighting off, because it's like, I don't want you to go here. So what I'm gonna do is push it on the other person as hard as I possibly can with so much intensity so that you don't even begin to think that it's something to do with you.
But it seems that we both have faults here that have contributed to this, and it was constantly about trying to look after him and keep him going, and I'd naturally be like, oh, shall I go and make you lunch, and shall I make the iced lattes and things like that. And to the point where I started to realise that I was doing it constantly, and then I was thinking, why? And then one day I said, oh, do you fancy making the lunch today? And this is where it clicked, and suddenly there was this realisation.
He's an amazing guy with his own qualities and talents, and there are parts of me that are jealous of some of the qualities in Danny, and therefore even though we have this amazing relationship, we also have these complex emotions that lie between us. He's become the main source of, am I doing this right? Look at this, look at this, look at this. Tell me it's good, tell me it's good, tell me it's good, tell me it's good. And by doing that over months and months and months, I've lost confidence in my own ability. And it feels really weird to say that on camera because it's the kind of stuff that we haven't really shared with you. We haven't really shared with you, but we did say a couple of weeks ago we wanted to share more about us.
But this is life if you want it to be this way. See, many people, I feel that they get stuck and comfortable in a very particular place and they're happy in that little bubble and they don't want to progress and go further and become slightly more aware and whatnot. And that's okay too, I guess, you know. But for people like us and probably many of yourselves, it is always self-development and progress and growing and becoming better and better and better and better and better until I believe at the end of this path is probably the key to happiness, true happiness, fully understanding yourself and fully understanding others and having control in almost any situation. But another point I found very interesting is that you say you feel jealous of many things of me, when I also feel very jealous of many things about you. I like your ability to just go, I've got this idea and I'm going to make it happen, and just doing it. I've had that idea many times, but I don't have any go-get. It will stick as an idea and it will stay as an idea forever with anything I've ever thought and dreamed of. It's only when I got involved with you that you're like, right, we need to do this, right, we need to do this. I'll go, oh, okay. I had a fear of action, probably because I have a fear of failure. So to not try at all, although it is failing, at least you didn't fail at trying something, do you know what I mean?
It's always understanding that it was always about you. It's always about you. And what I mean by that is if you feel angsty or angry or jealous or anything towards another person, the answers are found within you, not them. Always it's found within you. And it's almost like from a protective space as human beings, we're always sort of trying to protect that because that shows that like we're weakness, that the vulnerability. But the vulnerability is something that I don't think we express enough. You know, everybody kind of parade around the world like they're supposed to be this perfect, well-developed person, confident in what they do. And that's one of the reasons why we wanted to make a video today where we just point out our weaknesses, how we're not perfect, how we haven't got everything right, how we don't want you to idolize us as some kind of perfect people who have got it right. What we want you to idolize, if anything, is this desire to understand ourselves. And we're talking about, I've just learned this, and why am I reacting that way to you? And why am I reacting that way to this? And for my entire life, every single day that I spent in work thinking this way, and I would just get the constant bombardment of you're broken, you overthink everything. And so it's taken me such a long time to be comfortable with discussing our life like this, because other people make you assume that you're crazy for doing so.
It's like a bad bit of software in a computer. You know, when it's told to do something based on something else happening, it will continue to do that, even if it's something you don't want it to do. So you need to go in there, install an update which fixes that software so that it does the correct thing. I feel that we as humans are exactly the same. We have been brought up and conditioned to believe that if this happens, you do this, and that's normal. And if that someone else does that, then you feel this way. But it doesn't have to be that way.
Those weaknesses is where your growth is. And each time we say that I'm not gonna go and reveal my weakness, I'm not gonna go and look at it, or I'm not gonna talk about it, you're withholding that from yourself. We're gonna throw this back on you guys, right? Give us one weakness that you wouldn't admit to other people and really break yourself out your side of your comfort zone. Tell us something that you're not comfortable about yourself in the comments below if you feel connected together and relate to that. And that makes us human beings at the end of the day.
I love you, bro.
I love you too, man.
Get out.